Hello, my name's Jon Sermon. I'm a pastor in the UK and I'm currently on sabbatical and having an extended visit to Africa. At the moment I'm in Uganda. You can see the backdrop. The room I'm staying in has a bed with a mosquito net, which is absolutely essential here, at least for us Westerners. One of the things I'm doing is travelling through a number of churches, gathering together groups of local church leadership personnel and undertaking day seminars, which we were doing one in the town called Ginger 2 days ago. Yesterday involved travelling from Ginger to Kakumaro, which is around 300 kilometres and in fact took 8 hours driving. Traffic is slow here for many reasons, especially the heavy lorries go at about 10 to 15 kilometres an hour on the uphills, and overtaking is limited and difficult. So anyway, another such seminar takes place today in the Kakumaro area in central West Uganda. I've been reflecting on all that we are doing, and the title I'm giving it, as I said, is Servant Leadership. And I think that's really important because Jesus made it clear to his followers that unlike the civil authorities, where certainly in his day, those in positions of authority, well, as he put it, well, they would lord it over the others. And even in church circles, there is sometimes a temptation to behave like that and to treat leadership as a position of power, of deserved respect, and so on. Whereas what Jesus was informing his followers we must be like was the opposite of that, that those called to leadership have to exercise a servant role and live with a servant heart. And indeed, by his willingness to become God living a human life, limited in human ways like we are, he was being a servant. Paul writes about that in the letter to the Philippians. But humbling himself still further to death on a cross was the most extreme act of servanthood for the good of others that humanity has ever known. And the result, that ordinary people like you and me, we can be transformed from the patterns and ways of our old life into a freedom and knowing that we have security with God forever. So the importance of those called into leadership in local churches, whether it's in the UK, Uganda or anywhere else, the importance of being servant-hearted cannot be overemphasised. And the church as a whole is ashamed of those occasions when people have handled things wrongly in the name of Christianity. But rather than dwell on the things that sometimes go wrong, we have to acknowledge it, yes, but rather than dwell on it, encouraging everyone to a better way and to a better attitude and to live the servant leadership life that Christ calls us to. That's an important part of what I and the team I'm with are doing here in Uganda at this time, and I'm hoping that this message is helpful to you wherever you are, UK, Uganda or elsewhere. But knowing that this comes out of a relationship with God through Jesus Christ is what makes it essential, makes it work. I'm thrilled to be in Uganda. It's a beautiful place to come. And the charity I work with, Romans 1:11 Trust, would happily bring people to experience Uganda on future visits, provided you can cover your own costs, of course. because as a charity we can't be taking guests at the expense of our donors. Experiencing this cross-cultural interaction and mission and bringing encouragement here in Uganda is also enabling me to receive encouragement from the Ugandan Christians, which I will bring back to the UK. And I'm hoping that this message is also one of encouragement to you. God bless you.